Okay. We got a 3-2-1 today with the live. It got a little more interesting in my life. But today I'm going to be doing Band-Aid painting. I wasn't too crazy about this sketch of this evil looking fairy, or mischievous looking one. I taped this onto this because I'm challenging myself to make this look better. And I'm thinking about layering the painting. Like paint, like do like the sponge painting this way and blend in and paint his face and then kind of have the paint attaching this to the painting. So like it always belongs. That was my idea. We'll see where that goes. So, alright. I don't go very far without my black chalk paint because it makes my life so much easier to live when I do kind of paint. And I got a small brush out, not a big one. And I'm going to, I wanted to get to these yesterday. I put couch covers that I got. It was given to me in donation. It really looks like I got new couches. And it gives my little work area, I don't know, I just like it better. I'm vibing with it. So, because to me, if I could not do arts and crafts, I think that this would be the end of my existence. I love arts and crafts. But I'm going to go ahead and where the black marker was on this sketch and do this. Then I could just maybe add some of the better sketches I had to these. I don't see a lot of painters doing this. Well, like I said, that's okay. Maybe I could think of something different. And I think I'm very good at outside of the box stuff. Because sometimes, you don't want to waste your poster, you don't want to waste your paper. Oh, hello, how are you? I'm doing some Band-Aid painting. I took one of the paintings I was not crazy about, and I'm adding this sketch guy. I don't know, this anime character. And I'm not crazy about this fairy, so... And she's looking down and he's kind of looking up. I'm good. I didn't have the worst day at work, but I will tell you, this crazy woman was like, oh, I don't want to take care of so-and-so. Can we switch? And I was like, and I had a harder assignment today. So anyways, found out the lady got scabies. I would not switch with her. I don't do bugs, folks. I don't like them. I respect their existence. But I'm not a fan of them. Spiders, as long as they don't bite me. And then we have problems when they start biting me. And it's like that one spider I had to take out. But that's where I am with bugs. And this lady had straight up scabies and she got it twice. And then they're telling me that it was, they think Mimi gave her scabies. And this was one of my coworkers. And I think she might have got it from, I don't know, she may have actually got it from her, I don't know, but I am so glad I put my coat in separate bags. Because, and I do this, because I was working in a facility about 10 years ago. And I had some stuff that started appearing in my house because I had really bad bed bugs at this one nursing home I worked at years ago. They were trying to tell me they were beetles. I never seen a bed bug, so I was like, okay. I ended up having a call. The Orkin Army. Orkin came to my damn house, and it cost me $1,000 to get it out of my house. I was so pissed. My landlord at the time, I paid. He paid for it all, so he was trying to sue my work. It was crazy. But yeah, if you're in a public place, separate your shit. Don't have your coats near anybody. And when this girl was putting all her shit all over the back room, I separate my stuff in separate bags, and they make fun of me. They sit there, not make fun of me. They go, "What, are you nervous?" I don't really carry money with me because you're not. If you work in the medical field, you're not supposed to really carry money. So I don't. But the thing is I don't want to bring home friends. This is the problem. So I separate all my stuff, and now we find out Mimi had it. And Mimi, everybody's sharing stuff with her and trusting all of her stuff. Now more than Mimi might have these. But I haven't had any bug problems, and I told them it's because I really watch where I put my stuff, and I don't hug anybody. I guess these scaby things, if somebody has them, I guess it's transmitted. They could transmit them to you in like different ways, and it's through skin contact and all kinds of stuff. And then it's almost like wipes. You gotta wash yourself, wash all your stuff. I mean, it probably costs, between laundry costs and everything, 2 days out of work to get rid of these things. You have to wash everything, and then you got to spray for this too, and you have to wash with a certain thing because they live in your skin. And everybody literally was telling me that I was crazy to be a germaphobe, and I said I'm a bugaphobe, not a germaphobe. I was like, I really don't want to bring the bugs home. I'm not, especially after getting bed bugs from work all those years ago. It was expensive, and that was on a special. I paid that, and that was for like 2 rooms, and it was $1,000, and it usually would have been like 2 or 3,000. So, yeah, it was something. Alright, now I'm going to define her and paint her in. I just put black paint because I'm going to sponge paint this and make this look like it kind of belongs. But I'm going to see if I have any readings. I have new readings. I have little art tables now. I look almost professional. Thanks to my neighbor donation. Alright. Okay, no questions yet. I know I'm horrible, but I did want to mention that I guess when you put the comments in, I can't reply because when I go to click to try to, answer reading and things of that nature, it doesn't go to straight person. But I put out so many shorts. It's ungodly how much shorts I put out. And one day I put out, today I only did one, but I at least do one a day. Tomorrow I'll probably do 1 or 2, but if you put it on the comment, your question, I literally will type it out. This is my favorite sweater. I was so happy to find it. I've been organizing things, and it's wonderful. Everything's organized. But I was thinking I'm going to match her up with this guy because they're going to be like bad guys. And I'm going to bring my favorite sweater up this way. She is kind of sinister looking spray. I'm just gonna kind of do this around. I'm gonna keep her. I'm just gonna put all this chalk paint around that. I'm not getting the sponge part out yet. But I figure I'll do a couple techniques, and like I said, I'm naming this Band-Aid painting. Instead of throwing these away and really not liking what they look like, why not take two things you liked, but you didn't think they looked good, but they might look better together. So, this is my idea. Let's see where this goes. I enjoy experimenting when it comes to art. You never know. It could go real bad or real good. And then what I do with it anyway. So if I don't feel it looks finished, I'm not gonna put it out for nothing. So I'm just gonna do a silhouette and have this gold in the background. Because once I start getting this other stuff going, that's gonna be it. So I gotta get this background going. And this would be worded nice. They gotta be like just like some superheroes. You know, she's flying and he's there. And some of these I'm leaving. It's just out I'm doing it to her. This cold still bothers me. Oh my god, our weather has changed. It went from like 50 degrees to like 20 and 30. And everybody got sick. They got this thing that was going around. It's like a respiratory thing that everybody got from the weather. It's going crazy. And I've had it. I've been trying to keep myself healthy because I guess apparently they paid my doctor, so they paid my insurance so I can go back to the doctor, but then I gotta reschedule, so I'm trying to stay healthy before I see the doctor again. Chong, stay away from my chalk paint. I swear, cats and dogs get so interested when you're painting. They do. I had a parade of. I have all my cats are all just looking at me like, "Ooh, what you doing?" That's what animals do. They get very excited with it. Alright, now I'm gonna cascade this one. This might actually finish her too. Because I thought she looked so mischievous. She would be like one of those. I mean, she could be a good superhero, but just like those gothic good ones, you know? Because they're not all happy ones. Some of them, you know, they got different personalities. Get this here. I'm trying to connect that there. And you want to get all of the features so when people are looking at the painting, sometimes if you have defining colors around something, it makes it look more appealing. It really does. And these are the things you gotta do and you gotta think about because these are make or break your painting. You want it to stand out but look good and detailed all at the same time. And it's hard. I will admit that it is hard. Alright, I'm gonna do a black streak in here now. I kind of want to cover up this was all pastel in here. Because I wanted to get the painting look too. Sometimes when I get my little characters that I want, this is what I kind of do. In some places I keep the pastels, in there. And some ones I don't. I like painting with pastels. I really do. That's why I like to do it first. Because if you sketch it out in pastels, it can look very nice. And then you don't have to worry about having to mix like a ton of paint at one time. And it has a different kind of look to it. It looks very organized. And I like to paint organized. I don't like to be painting unorganized. Well, we got that so far. I'm going to now attempt to throw a little tiny bit of marker in by her thing. I'm going to start sponging up first. I don't really want to mess with the eyes. It looks like I got a ton of markers down here. I got like 40 of them. It's insane how much markers I have. I think I was shopping for the end of time. I think that's what was happening. I was like when COVID hit. I had a lot of money when COVID hit. I went to the vape store, folks, and I spent $200 at the vape store on COVID. And then I go to the guy end of the world sale. They gave me all my COVID stuff, all that, because they wanted to get, they didn't know what was going on. So they gave me all my stuff, like $200 worth of stuff for like, I think it was like $80. I said thank you and moved about my day. Alright, some of these details I'm using my basic Teo tree markers. Because at this point, you kind of gotta bring some of these details out with a little bit more detail. Because you got this black paint. And it's just these little things like right by her feet. And then in here, I want to redo her mouth this way. Real careful. Be real careful. And I have this in pencil. So I'm just doing the final shading with the art markers. I'm not using, someone gave me Crayola, but honestly, I guess an emergency I would use them, but Teo Tree I think is one of the better ones. It's my go-to, I guess. And I got a handy dandy table that was donated. But see, we got that so far now. You just take that marker and define up in that way. And now that I got all this going on, I got sponges coming with this baby. I want to sponge around this to make it look like it's different. I don't know, just give it a super looking thing. I'm thinking about using. I got a ton of them. I had a bunch of sponge. My husband got me a bunch of sponge, but somehow I'm not trying to be mean or anything. I might have to cut one of these. It would break in people's hearts. I think they're just too big. So I may have to cut one. I think I'm going to cut one of my sponges. He went and got me this. He didn't know what kind of sponges. Oh, God. This thing's killing me. It would be nice if I didn't have to work all the time. Whenever I could somewhat get better, I'm back at work with all the sicknesses. I guess if you take these, because I'm gonna like do this and where I can like, where I just want a little bit. So if you take this and do it like this, you can use these sponges for like smaller areas, or you could cut them to like these, like I'll do it like a dot. I guess this would be the only way this would be useful, but I try to make use of everything. I feel everything has a purpose in life. So I think my blue, I think I paid $4 for this too. It's just chalk paint. People use it on furniture and just a lot of different stuff. It's not bad stuff. And then I guess if your animals get to it, it won't kill your animals. I do have some acrylic paint also, which probably could kill Chong, and I put all this shit away. But I'm done. I don't want nothing happening with my dog. I love my dog. Alright, I'm gonna start sponging this way. Hopefully this kind of goes. I just literally have regular tape on this. But this is the fun thing about painting. You can always, if you got one crappy painting, you can try to put together another one. I'm going to try to do a painting within a painting. I felt this would be a fun project. And there's a little blue in this face. And I don't really like keeping these. I don't keep these stockpiled. I don't like being a hoarder. I usually end up donating this. Or giving them for presents. So that's not bad. Looks like a little border of something. And then I'm going to put around this the same color paint around the whole edge of this. I mean, it's a technique that anybody can use. It's cheap. If you have a really good sketch and you painted something, but you kind of want to do something fun with it, this could be a fun activity. My son, he builds furniture. He uses a lot of this stuff for this furniture. Oh, I don't hear the beeping. I think we actually did do the indoor detector. Or maybe it isn't. I'm not tall enough for that. And the husband's always working. And he's known about this detector for a long time. He really has. And I'm not tall. I'm only 5'5". That's all I am. He's like 6 foot something. The problem is he does streaming and he has those damn headphones on all the time. And that's it. Okay, that's okay. But I've been asking him, I'm going to ask him again to get to the smoke detector. But at least my art studio moved out of my bedroom. See, that has changed. I got the whole place out here, all these new donations, and and I actually have more room to properly do all my arts and crafts now. So it works out good. But I had the Reaper painting that I was doing. And I have a border like this, and it really looked cute because it looks like it gives the appearance that it actually has a frame. but it really doesn't have a frame. And I figured this would be something fun you could do with your kids. You don't understand why you ignore what? I'm not ignoring you. Alright. But I think this is good to go once you get all these borders going. And now more paint this way. I even got a fan. Now I got like 5 fans. Because they say air freshener is bad for animals. So I have these different fans going. It costs like my electric bill just keeping them going all the time. Just the cheaper fans. It's only like $20 more a month. And if you think about it, a thing of Febreze is like $5 now. So, and you gotta buy a bunch of Febrezes when you have animals sometimes. There's multiples you gotta buy. It's actually cheaper to have another fan going, and it's actually supposed to be healthier. So I got all these fans going. Chong seems to enjoy the airflow. Because I'm Nazi about airflow in the house. Because I feel that there should be decent airflow, and I'm allergic to a lot of stuff. So it's bad enough when I go outside, I got to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it inside. So I have all these different filters inside, and I just pull out fans on. He seems to be breathing better. Oh, jeez. Now I got paint there. Alright. It's better than it was. Got a painting within a painting. It's not bad. And then I got these. These are like, I got these from Amazon too. They're like, they're cleaning cloths, but they're the real soft ones. And I like to use them when I'm painting. And you could get them super cheap. It's only like, I don't know, like, I think I paid like $10 for a bunch of them, and they're washable. Oh my god. Oh, good girl. And here's another one I want to fix up too. And I bought these just for my paint. I don't use them for nothing else. Alright, now I got my Charlie Brown right here. And I wasn't crazy about this, but I think it would look good like in a frame type thing. I'm gonna keep that like this is the frame. And then I'm just gonna paint this part and kind of leave that. It was the whole plan today, is trying to fix up some of my paintings. Make another one, just small one. And I bought a bunch on Amazon. Oh my god. Yeah, I got like 50 paintbrushes for like 10 or $20. It wasn't bad. I'm just gonna put this on this thing. I probably gotta buy more chalk paint eventually. This will probably be in my near future when I get paid next. I need something to keep myself stable. Because I'm sure work's gonna bring it. I got all weekend of crazy stuff. And when you've been somewhere for 10 years, you always get involved with crazy. All the time. I mean, there's always some drama. Always. This is why I'm glad I'm doing happy painting these days. Just taking the blue paint and going around on a sketch. Yeah. Because I thought today would be just a fun day to learn Band-Aid painting. But I'm in a wrong snip because I kind of like this blue. I think it looks really cool blue. I'm just taking all that where I just rubbed in the chalk. And around the edges, just reinforcing it with this. Because I feel like it makes it look a little better. I feel it polishes up the art piece. I really do. I like the polished look. There, it looks more. I think it looks more professional in this manner, but really, when you do this kind of stuff, you're the artist, and when you think it looks good, that's when it looks good. You're the boss. It came from you, whatever it is. You gotta remember that. It gives you freedom when you do that. No one can tell you what to do or how to finish your painting. Not at all. It's your work of art. See, some of their mouths, I think, even look better with the blue paint on it. I just don't like how it. I think it needed help to look a little better than it was. And it just didn't look like it was happy just in that little area. Just on the paper. Oh, God, it's so dry. I had little pieces of tape I had putting this on too. I use things around my house. I try to save money. I've kind of always done that, honestly. Because I just like to save money if I can. I mean, why not? You never know when you'll need it. And if I don't really need it, honestly, I don't buy it. And I try to make use of what I have. I mean, I guess if I'm upgrading, it's one thing, and then I try to donate what I have. Because sometimes I get things that I can't turn down. And then I just find someone and randomly give it to them. Alright, here we go. I'm going to get Lucy out to looking nice. Going to make her look nice and pretty and polished with everyone else. Now we gotta get Charlie Brown's featured over here. There we go. Cute. Dot these. That's not bad. I do think this looked 100% better with some damn paint on it, so I'm glad that got accomplished for today. To me, sometimes the most important thing I do all day is get a great painting. And I'd be thinking about it. What I want to finish, what I think looks good, what I think doesn't look good. And I think about it all the time. It's almost exactly like when I write. Because I get a story in my head and I got to get it out. So hopefully I can save up enough money soon. Probably another month or two. I'll start. I want to see when the computers really drop down. When the economy gets real bad, that's when things get real cheap. I don't think the economy is getting any better for a minute, so save your money and buy electronics. I got a $600 TV for $100. That's what I did. So this time around, I'll do the same thing and just live humble, and you can get through a recession. Very easy. You just can't give in to all these when the economy bounces back type things. You still got it's better to save. Because you don't know when it's gonna bounce back down. You really don't. You kind of gotta watch it when all these recessions, and then you got all this arguing with the White House, and when all that's going on, a lot of times the money is a little bit kind of messed up. And they got issues in the world. So when they got issues in the world, money always seems to be involved. So I tend to just save a little more. Make sure all your bills are paid, save. Don't worry about what is popular or not popular, because I mean, you gotta live. You gotta live, you gotta do what you need to do. And you gotta learn how to have fun too. Learning how to have fun is probably one things I did after my 30s, and stop caring what people saying. Just do things to make it where you have fun. Because time is people pay. One of my coworkers always said this. It's a very wise man. He said they wouldn't pay you for your time if it wasn't important. And that's an important, and that's an interesting thing to think about. And he's not wrong. Because why would you get paid for your time if it wasn't important? So sometimes, instead of worrying about if so and so is happy, I gotta rush out and get this $1,000 system, this and that. Think about if it's really making people happy or not around, your household and stuff like that, and if it's really worth it. That's what I tend to think. I'm gonna make. I'm gonna put this here. I'm gonna put the black around this entire paper. I think that would be fun with this piece. I'm just gonna go right around the end of this. And this chalk paint, since you can use it on furniture and stuff, it will go right over plastic if you wanted to tape something and do this. That's why I like chalk paint. Chalk paint's one of my favorite paints to use. And a lot of arts and crafts they use chalk paint. You just want to fix up your furniture. Go on Amazon where it says where the chalk paint. in whatever projects you got going around the house. I love doing house projects. Enjoy them. I like to, put together some curtains sometimes. That's always fun. I like to make curtains. I'm like weird like that. I'd rather make all my own stuff. I really would. But some of my friends, they like went broke on Christmas, but I'm like the pioneer person. I just keep on keeping on, and I make a lot of my own stuff. I mean, a lot of people give me like perfume and different stuff, but I can make that too. I think it's important if you can make your own stuff, or stretch it out. I was raised. We took care of my grandpa. He never went to nursing home. I was raised as a young girl by depression. My, you know, people from the depression. I mean, my parents were there too, but they kind of rubbed off on me. And they made a really good point because my grandparents would always tell me, what would you do one day if there was nothing? And they had a really good point. What would we do if just one day everything was gone? I mean, I don't know if half the people could live. I'm going to take the black, since this painting has a lot of black, and accent this so it looks like it's connected. We're going to put the black. I'm going to put the black around here. But, I mean, I asked myself these questions around COVID. I said, okay, well, if the world doesn't get around, I'm going to learn to make biscuits. I mean, sometimes you have to do that. And through times in history, people have. But I guess the thing is, how self-efficient are you? I guess that would be a main question. I mean, I think I would be very self-efficient, personally. But that's just me. But maybe you wouldn't be. Maybe you would. I don't know. I think I would retreat in the mountains or something. Maybe get a little cabin. And maybe learn how to, I don't know, maybe if there was a community around there where I can get my paints and stuff, that would be nice. Or I would have to learn to make paint, I guess. But sometimes, I guess, people have to live off the grid. Like, in a lot of ways, they used to live during the Depression. Sometimes they couldn't find food. And of course, my grandmother, what would you do if there was no food, blah, blah, blah. I had a lot of different training, I guess, when I was younger, on different outlooks in life. And they're not wrong. Things could go bad quick. And you just don't know. And it could happen so fast. And then you're like, man, what do I do? And when times like that happen, it's like, who really has your back and who doesn't? I mean, just food for thought. Just putting that out there for you guys. Because I think about these things, that's why I don't let things bother me so much. I really don't. I mean, I'm a bit of, I guess, a hermit. Or introvert, you would want to call. I guess that could be it. I think that looks good for the framing. I kind of like it like that. I don't know if you guys like it or not. I think it looks good just like that. It's very polished and nice. But this one, I'm going to put here to dry. I'm drying this over here. And I got another one to fix up. And then after that, alright, let's see here. Will my relationship with OJ progress? Alright, well, are you still here, Shimmy? If you're still here, let me know. I know I blab and try to get this done, but you know, this is my therapy. This makes me feel better about life in the world after seeing sad dog videos and people just being horrible in general. It bothers me in the world. Alright, this one. Alright, this one on it dries. I'm gonna put this one up here. Let that dry it that way. Okay. This one I have over the Grinch. It's just, I didn't like the Grinch cleaning at all. So this is just, I guess, if you were thinking in tattoo for terms, this is a cover-up. I'm going to try to make, if I blend this together in the right way, save this so I don't got to throw it away and it looks like a piece of cheese. So there we go. With this one. I guess you're not here, Shimmy. Alright. Shimmy, shimmy, po, po, po. Alright. Now, I'm going to go ahead and start painting this in with the black chalk paint. And then I'm going to probably take right where the Grinch was, I'm going to take all that out also. I'm going to put a moon here. Just going to try to have fun with this one. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to get my marker. I'm going to marker on something. Alright. I'm going to put a moon in here. We're going to go with the half. Put a half moon. And a star right here. I'm going to do like a star this way. And he's having a heart attack up in there. Alright, now we're gonna I'm gonna try to fix her up too. I'm gonna have a necklace coming down here like this. Okay, we'll just do that. Use a nice little necklace there. I think she just needed more stuff. I think that was all she needed. Alright, we got the star and then moon, star, and the sun. We'll put over here. We'll use some symbolism to make this look kind of cool. I don't know, symbolism in certain kinds of art kind of makes it a little more interesting. So we'll just use good old-fashioned symbolism and hope it helps us. Alright, now we're dividing here. I'm going to do this like that. I'm going to outline her. I feel if we fix her up a little bit, it'll be pretty again. There we go. Now I'm going to bring this over this way. Just kind of want to put it through the whole hairline, just like the Charlie Brown. Do that. That's pretty. Okay. Now this. I want to get a real small brush. They got real tiny ones you could get also. I'm going to try to put a little tiny bit of blue in here. Kind of accent the eyes a little better. Just to bring them out a little bit more. Sometimes if you take the color like that and bring it over like that, it'll still be dark, but it won't look so rough. So you're just kind of bringing it over where it kind of got messed up a little bit. It almost looks like makeup a little bit. So it's kind of like it works to our advantage. There we go. Up a little like that. I'm going to get this all in blue here. Because I want to have fun with this and make it like really abstract. There we go, get it like a little semi-smile. Just to give her a little color. Around the neckline that way. Especially these little details. Way back here. just doing this so it looks a little separate. You want to kind of make this pronounced so when people look at the painting you have, they'll see some definition. And they're going to see where you kind of try to bring it out a little more. Alright, so far I got that. And that was just a little bit of blue paint. You want to bring the blue paint in with the flower also. She has a little flower in her hair. Okay. Oh, I got the black. I'm going to take this flower where you couldn't see it in her hair unless you really look. And the thing with painting is if people can't see it right away, they just go, A lot of people won't give it like more than 5 seconds. It's like watching a music video. If it's somebody really into, you're going to give it more than 5 or 10 seconds. If it's not that good from the beginning, when you're looking at it, it's not eye appealing, you might not, you're just going to pass it on. That's just how it is. Especially if you're creating any kind of art, really. Alright, I'm going to put little blue streaks in your hair to kind of make it look kind of a nice collage of color. Because you got a contemporary piece going on here. And that's not bad. I mean, they have filters that are like this. And TikTok. And especially Snapchat, which is the one my go-to. Because I'm tired. I gotta work and do things in my life. And the thing is sometimes, I have fun on my little filters. It's $1.99 to have Snapchat Plus, folks. $1.99. I love Snapchat Plus. You can get the best AI stuff. Like you want to make really nice, just have a really cute picture of just something you thought of and send somebody, which I do a lot. And I always have, so I guess that's why I share so much, because I just find it fun. And I love making these pictures into this. They're reels for over here, for over on Facebook. I love it. I did some inspirationals like I used to do on Facebook before they got crazy about where they would say I could use a song, right? Yeah, you can get one. I want to remind you guys too also, I tried to reply back to somebody and text them a reading, but it doesn't let me unless it's a comment on like one of the shorts or something. I don't care if you got, let's say I'm like tomorrow I got a 12 tomorrow and the other day. If you guys, like when I release the shorts, usually which is my Snapchats, if you put your question on any of those, the good morning ones where you see Chong walking, I can respond to them and it'll go straight to you. But sometimes if I try to pick it up, if I missed it here, it doesn't let me go straight to you and give you a text. I don't understand it. I guess at this point it is what it is, but I'm just letting you guys know. But yeah, put your question in. I got my card. Yeah, it's right in here. I figured why I'm up here, on YouTube you gotta be doing something. And this is pretty much what I do. I'm not the most exciting person in the world, but I'm probably one of the less malicious people in the world. I would like to say that. There's some people out there that I don't know. You just be like, ooh. I'd be like, I gotta go. I am busy. And then some people are just really cool. You know what? I messed up with that hair a little bit. We're just gonna do that. I'll just pretend I'm scared. You can always do that if you're trying to fix it. If you have like one eye looking good and the other not looking so good, just throw more hair over here. Because it'll look like it's just blending in. Alright, let's get this question here. Should you break up with V? Yeah, Sergi, anybody can get a read. If you guys want to read, I can do read. I'm just fixing up paintings for something to do in the background here. I didn't see it. I did not see it, Shimmy. I did not. I get so involved in my painting, and this is my. I don't have a lot of free time sometimes, and I just enjoy coming over here. But yeah, I probably did not see it, and I'm sorry if I did it. I'm just one person in the world. But if you want to put it in again, I will do your reading. So, alright, I got here. Can I get a read? Alright, that's Sergi. I'm waiting on yours. Alright, you want to know if you should break up with V. Is this the same V? I know I've done your reading before. Is this the same V that you were like on again, off again, and you were kind of worrying about stuff? I know I've done your reading before, and it has to be with him. I think it's him, right? I don't know. I've done a lot of readings so far. I never thought I would get this far in the world, where I was doing this many readings. You believe? Oh, okay. I don't know. Personally, if you're still having problems with this V, did you guys get together after like all these breakups when you were like I don't know, where you said that you didn't talk to him for like a month and he kind of relocated or something? I guess it would be, has he talked to you since then? Because I mean, some people. I mean, this is just speaking from life and life stuff. Some people could break apart and come back together and realize that they made a mistake. Some people, it's hard. So, I mean, I guess you gotta ask yourself what kind of person you think you are. And if when you broke up and got back together, how strong your relationship was. I guess that's the question of the year. Because that there will tell you if this person really is into you for the long run. Because people that aren't there for the long run, generally they do all these empty promises. And they used to call it pillow talk. I don't know if they still do these days. but my parents used to tell me don't fall for pillow talk. And this is after you've had sex and yada yada. Everybody's feeling warm and fuzzy. Don't go for what people say after they have sex with you or if they want. She wasn't me. Oh, okay. It wasn't you. Vernon. Alright, well, Shimmy, send me your question again because sometimes, there's so many questions that comes up here. I'm not good with questions. I'm not good with, I'm good with, I don't mean I'm not good with questions. I'm tracking the questions, I guess I should say. Alright, I can do your energy thing on that, but honestly, I don't like to be involved. If you and V could somehow work things out, and anybody can make things work if they want to. And I don't want to be involved with if you guys could have been happy and then he's happy with someone else. I could do the energy on that, but I don't want you blaming me if you. I guess I don't want you blaming me if you could have worked it out. So I'll just do the energy thing on that. Because in the end, I guess you would know if you really, if it's working out or not. Because you should get a sense of, I guess, if it's right or not right at the time. If it feels not right, it's probably not right. If it feels like it's the right thing to do, then it probably is. Oh, well, thank you. You know what? I'm autistic up here and I paint. And I work a lot. I'm just on the higher end. So sometimes, I get involved with just creating things, and sometimes I get confused with all these questions that come on, and I don't know how people do it. I really don't. That's why I tell everybody that I'll text them a reading with all of my shorts. And I do. I have like 2,000 shorts. I then got on. I had this account the same time I started with all my other accounts, and I have like 2,000 videos on Facebook. I always was doing videos here, so there's 2,000 videos that you could put a question if I just overlooked it. And I just like making videos. It's so weird. I love it. I love making dog videos. I love finding just that perfect song. And I like making songs. I like doing that. Alright, you and this V are in a full moon in Capricorn. And this is just talking about a tough cycle. It's the end of a tough cycle in your life where you've been through some crazy stuff. And it's just coming to an end a little bit. And what do you do? That's where it's at. Where you're sitting there looking at each other, go, we've been through this and that. You may have that, if there was cheating, there was this and that. That's where you're at, which is a very critical time. It's like the ICU of relationships. This is the ICU path. ICU, that's what I call it because I've been medical so damn long. And this energy is surrounded by a new moon eclipse, which talks about change, a powerful change. So it means it's going to sway literally one way or another. There's no in between with this. It's like being pregnant. You are or you're not. It's a clear-cut answer. And then you got on the energy of that, you got a void of course moon. This just talks about nothing's happening, and the situation will be there, but you're not going to get anything out of it. So I feel that V cares about you, but I don't feel that the V is all the way in. He doesn't want to meet that here. It's harder for me sometimes to get gender. Some people have a masculine energy, but this V doesn't want to meet you halfway. And I guess you got to ask yourself if you want to be with someone that's not going to meet you halfway. But in the end, really, that is your decision. So, I mean, maybe talk to this person. Say, you know what, I can't just be your doormat. Just be like, you need to tell me one way or another how it's going to be, how it's going to go. And you got to have a little pride in yourself sometimes. Not everyone's going to like you. They're not. And I want to say, out of everybody, I take care of sick people all day. People will yell at you, they'll be spiteful, they'll be crazy when they're sick. Just imagine what they do when they're just irritated with you. Or if they're using you for some reason. They just get extra cranky, and then sometimes, it leads you down bad paths. But I mean, I personally, if it was me, I wouldn't. But I don't be like my sister, glutton for punishment. I told her not to go out with this one guy, and it was her baby's dad. And they were getting along, and they were familiar, so they kept having sex. And I told her, her birth control is messed up, and I was like, I don't know about him.
Life's like a box of chocolate.
And she didn't listen to me, and then they ended up having this baby, and now he's not. He literally broke up with her. He's paying all the bills, but he does not want to be with her. She bought him a car and all kinds of stuff. So, I guess it's just how much you want to invest when someone's not investing in you. And I invest in myself. I do. If no one else likes me, I'm happy with just being here and talking to you guys. Even if I didn't get a subscription, I'm still going to come because I'm having fun. And I like to make my dog videos. And I like to talk to people. If I don't get famous, I'm okay with that. I truly am okay with it. And I guess, you got to be happy with what you do in life and who you associate yourself with. I'm happy with the group I associate myself with. It's a very small group, but I'm happy. And that's all that matters. You don't want to die with regret. Lots of people, folks, they die with regret. And you don't want it there. I'm telling you because I watch people die. I watch people die almost. God. It was almost every day, but not so much now. But I watch people die a lot, and the one thing that strings through when people are dying, and I can say this, is I literally am there when a lot of them are dying, is people regret things they couldn't have done, or, and you have a lot of regrets, and like my friend Fuenge says at work all the time, people would not pay you for your time if it wasn't important. And what you use with your time is that. Because you know what? people say when you die, when you're reborn again, you don't. I mean, I don't remember my other lifetimes. There's people that do remember their other lifetimes because I do believe in reincarnation. But why not enjoy this life and not try to get caught up in something that's going to make you personally unhappy? And sometimes there's a situation you're involved in that's just going to make you unhappy in this lifetime. So why try to go right towards it if you have to? I mean, some things can't avoid. So, but it's just a little bit of advice, life advice I'm just giving you. I feel that when you're going through bad things, see, I'm covering up the Grinch because I did not. This was a fail. This painting. But anyways, I feel if you have somebody to kind of talk to, because my sister talked to me, and she's like, everyone calm on, all that. Then I look at things objectively. And I just told her, and she tries to be positive in that, and she is. She's accepting of it. And I said, well, you guys have a baby. I was like, I was married before. I get it. But now you got to accept that you guys won't be together. And she's got acceptance of it. The baby's super cute, and they're just living their best life. And she said she got to get used to not saying, her, including them, and because when you say my husband and I and all that, she can't do that with her boyfriend or ex-boyfriend. I mean, they're still friends. They still have a daughter together, also, and she got a son from another partner. But like I said, sometimes it's like that. It really is, and this is much good. I just took the black chalk paint just to get rid of all the Grinch stuff that was bothering me back here. And now I gotta take this black paint. But I would think about it wholeheartedly. Maybe meditate. Get yourself a quartz. Get yourself a little quartz, and if you're religious and you pray, maybe praying would be a really good idea. Really, it would be, because you don't want to get yourself and your soul involved in bad stuff. Because why punish yourself when you don't have to? That's my thing. There's a whole lot of things in this world that's going to punish you, so why punish yourself? That's what, I mean, there's some things you won't be able to control, like government and just things like that. But this is something of your life that you absolutely can control. And you should, if you, as much as you can. So, I mean, that's just how I feel about life. It's my free will, and there's some people that have free will on this earth that like to bother other people. And they have a lot of influence, so, like your president, your ruler, the country you live in, these are things you can't change. But you can change the other. So, just a little food for thought there. Alright, I just think this is a fun looking star. It represents a nice little star. I feel that this is actually looking way more finished than it was. Yeah, it looks so much better right here. Much. And then I'm gonna get this moon done. I mean, before she kind of didn't look that good. Now she kind of looks like she got some character. And then this little sketch that I did and I detailed was okay, but it didn't make sense with anything or I could connect it. But just taping this onto that and getting rid of the Grinch and painting him over kind of made things nicer. And I did not have to throw away this poster board, friends. This poster board did not have to be thrown away at all. And you should always try to challenge yourself. Why not? Life is about challenges and seeing what challenges you can overtake. You just never know. I just want to fix up these eyes a little. But yeah, I'm going to start when I do them. I always say, leave your question in short. And I've been saying that more lately because of the whole issue that if I missed a question, I can't get to you to give you a reading. But somehow YouTube brings it right over up to, and it does. I get it right there in the community thing. It is very well organized. I'm gonna redo these eyes. Okay. I feel there has to be some kind of detail to make this a little better. It's a little better, guys. I think the eyes are finished. I got the flower good. I actually think this is pretty good. And really, this kind of makes sense over here because you got over here orange, and it's like one sector where the moon would be. And then this kind of is a little brighter, and the sun's over here and the stars. So, it looks really nice. I'm shocked. And then I just want to touch up this little bit here. And I'm going to make this. Some more detail into this necklace. Alright. Now I'm going to put a real light thing. Alright. And now I'm going to start with this paint. And I'm going to save this. But I guess today will be Band-Aid paint. Alright. I don't know, I think it looks good just like that. Just touch up this nose a bit. There we go. Right in here. I kind of want to represent that the hair is kind of overlapping there. So that detail doesn't look terrible. But I think I'm done. I don't think there's much more to do with this. But here it is. And it was a sketch I wasn't crazy about, and Christmas decoration that I made a mistake on. And I fixed it. I mean, there we go. It's not bad. Alright. I don't want to get married. Oh, you told me don't want to get married. If you told him you did not want to get married, he asked you to get married, I don't. That's a that's a make or break situation because he really wanted to marry you, and if you don't want to marry him, he's gonna think it's because you don't love him. So don't know about that one, my friend. I'm just pouring all this back in the bottle since I'm done. Yeah, I don't know. It would take a strong person to come back from that. That's probably half the problem is that there. So I don't know. He might not. Might get very hurt after that. Especially if they did want to get married and you didn't. That could be a problem. Alright, I got that there. I got every little bit of paint off my thing. And I fixed up all my little paintings. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure about that one. I mean, he may not come back, and that's his right if he doesn't after wanting to get married, so. But things like this happen, and it's not your fault. This is a part of life. But I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching the Band-Aid painting. That's what we're calling this, is Band-Aid painting. Because I'm cheap. And I try to reuse every single thing and make it actually good. So, I don't know. I'll look around. I might have more Band-Aid painting tomorrow because I do want to do a little couple things. And I'd like to make things look good to where I'd want to put it on the wall before I actually say it's done. And I think this is actually done, and I did not like this at all when I taped it together to see how I was going to do this. I actually like it now, but I did not like it before, so. I will talk to you guys. I'm going to try to, hopefully, I don't feel too dead tomorrow. And I'm going to try to come on tomorrow, too. Because I probably need to unwind and get frustration out tomorrow, too, also. So, I'll pray for everybody. I hope your guys' life's doing well and okay. And like I said, leave the comments on the shorts. All 2,000 of them. You can see Chong with all kinds of inspirationals. I got so many inspirationals out there now. Or the AI music from Chong the dog. Those will go through for direct share. And I'll be able to reply back in that context also. So, I hope you guys all are having a great night, and I'll probably end up going to sleep, and hopefully don't feel like crap tomorrow, and I can see you tomorrow. And I've had fun, and I appreciate hanging out with you guys today. And hopefully we can hang out again, and have a good day.